Hey guys, back again. I know it's been a while. Been real busy with school and a whole bunch of other stuff and work and everything. But anyways, today I am going to show you my foundation routine because I just found a really awesome liquid foundation that is good for all skin types. And I'm also going to share a few things with you that I'm going to share a few things that you might not know. I'm basically like changing my YouTube channel towards people who don't really know a lot about makeup because I know that when I started, there were some really silly things that I wish that I knew already that I should have, that now are just like second nature to me. And I think that it's really great to share all those things. Like, I'm still going to be doing eyeshadow looks too, but I want to share some things that everybody should know. Just like every time I do a tutorial, I'll just like share a few random facts that I might think that are helpful for you. Okay, so first I'm going to start off with a fun little fact or whatever. Okay, so I'm sure everybody knows who MAC is, right? When you buy a single eyeshadow, which I think they're like $14, it looks like this. Sorry. It looks like this, right? And you just, open it, whatever, and you get your little eyeshadow. Now, notice that it's not in there. What I've done is basically taken for every, I think, 4 or 5 of these that you give back to Mac and Recycle, you get a free lipstick, which is like a $15 value, which is like totally awesome. So you don't even have to wait. So when I first heard about this, I was like, there's no way I'm going to use up 5 eyeshadows, even as much as I use makeup. There's no way I'm going to use up 5 eyeshadows to be able to give them back and get a lipstick. But then I thought about it, and they have these things called Z palettes. Now let me show you what that is. This right here is a Z palette. Now, this holds, this right here, this plate back here is magnetic. And basically what you do is you pop out the eyeshadow from here, and because it's in like a metal plate or whatever, you just stick it on here. See these? These are actually not MAC eyeshadows, but they're the same exact size. They're another brand. But because they're magnetic and this is magnetic, the metal is magnetic, I just pop them in there, and not only does it save space, because if you put a whole bunch of these in there, I mean, you're gonna not get a lot of space. You only see you can sorry, you can save space, and you can look at them all at once, which is so convenient if you're like on the go or whatever. It's so convenient. So let me show you what it looks like. Basically, it's gonna be, here's like one of the eyeshadows that I popped out. This right here is what it looks like right when you pop it out. It's in here like this, and you take a tweezer and you pop it right in between here where you can see like the line or whatever, and you pop it right out. It's so easy. You don't need any like special tools or anything like that. And then after that, what you do to get the metal plate out of the plastic, you heat it up with you could use a blow dryer to heat it up, or you could use a straightener, like get the straightener nice and hot, and just like put it on the back of the plastic right here for a few minutes. Well, not a few minutes, just for like, I don't know, I would say like 30 seconds to a minute tops. I mean, keep checking it. And then it should be able to pop right out. And then you can put it in your Z palette. So I thought that that was something really important to share with you guys because I didn't know about it. And now I have 10 eyeshadows that I'm gonna, it's, you're like saving the environment and getting free lipstick. I mean, how much better could it get than that? So that was my, one little fun fact to share with you guys, because I know that I wish I knew that a long time ago, because there's a whole bunch of MAC stuff that I threw out that I wish I didn't, because I want free lipstick. But whatever. Okay, so now I'm going to go over my foundation routine. Basically, I never used to use liquid makeup, liquid foundation, because it always clogged my pores. I mean, I have combination skin, which means that it could be dry sometimes, or it could be oily, or it could be in the middle. So my skin just like, does whatever it feels like. So I found a liquid foundation that isn't like heavy duty coverage, it's medium coverage, but it works so well on my skin. It makes me look flawless, and it does not clog my pores. Did I say that already? Does not clog my pores, and it's just awesome. I'm going to share it with you because I just have to share it with everybody in the world. Okay. It's by Neutrogena, so it's the skin brand. It's called Healthy Skin Liquid Makeup, and it has the exclusive antioxidant blend. I don't know if you guys saw the commercial, but it said like 94 or 98% of people that used this saw skin improvement. And I've got to tell you, I mean, look at my face. Hardly any blemishes, right? I mean, there's like hardly anything, and normally like I have like one or two going on like around here, whatever. But like I've used this, I use this like maybe like twice, three times a week if I'm lucky, because I'm a little bit lazy. I don't like take it off, and you always have to take it off before you go to sleep. Makeup, always take it off before you go to sleep, because then you're just asking for clogged pores. But yeah, I use this, and it has SPF 22, so you can go out in the sun and play. Here's what it looks like. And my shade is Natural Tan 100. That's it. And I don't know why, but I've always had a problem going to the store and picking what shade I am. Like if you go to, I got this from Walmart, by the way, and it was really cheap. Well, for foundation, I think it was like $8 or something like that. But I mean, this lasts you a long, long time, so I definitely recommend it. Okay, let me show you how I use it. First of all, your face needs to be clean, so you need to wash it with soap and dry it. You have to make sure your skin is nice and dry, not dry like the desert, but pat your face down. You don't want it to be wet. And then, if you want to get a little bit fancy, use a face primer. I have big pores, so I really like to use face primer, and I like to wear the foundation like all day long. So face primer minimizes your pores and smooths out your skin. It's like it's a nice little foundation for your foundation. I'll share with you one of my favorite face primers, and it's from Urban Decay. How could you guess? It's called Complexion Primer Potion Makeup Base. Here's what it looks like. It's called Pore Perfecting, and I gotta say, it really does perfect my pores because I just look flawless after. Okay, so it comes in a pretty big tube. I haven't even used it all up yet. I don't even think I used up half of it. You only need a really little bit. You twist it off. It's just like a twist, and then it comes out. I'll show you just what it looks like. It's like white. and and you just twist it back, and then it just closes, and then it's really convenient because then it doesn't become a nasty mess. You only need a very, very, very little bit of it. What I just showed you is what I would use for one whole cheek, because if you put too much on, not pretty. Just don't do it. Just don't use too much. Not pretty. But today I'm going to show you how I apply it. I'm not going to use a primer because I'm just going to wash it off after because it's kind of late. I'm not going anywhere special. So, oh yeah, let me show you the brush I'm going to use. Okay, now, if you are wearing foundation, wet foundation, or dry powder, or mineralized powder, or any type of facial powder, even bronzer. I wouldn't use this for blush because you need a smaller brush than this. But I would definitely 150% recommend getting this MAC 187 foundation brush. It is just one of the best things since sliced bread. There it is, the 187. It's got different types of bristles. These white bristles are the softest bristles I've ever the softest bristles I've ever known. They are so soft. It is unbelievable. They are so gentle on your skin. Like, I use a brush cleaner that I bought from Elf. It's like $3. Go to elf.com, eyes, lips, face, aka .com, and you can get a brush cleaner because you should really clean your brushes once a week. So go get that. Anyways, this just perfectly, like, okay, first the black here is like really, really thick. And then when you get to the white part, like, see here, it's like real thick. And then as you get to the white part, it gets thinner. And that means that the white bristles are very, very spread out. So what I do is, and this is why it's great. What I do is I shake it up, not like a crazy bit, just a little bit. Remove the cap. This is going to sound crazy. Make sure your hands are clean also. I just hold it like so, put this part of my hand on top of it, flip it over really quick, and then put this back down. So then it's going to look like this. You're going to have like a little blob of it on your hand. Can you see it? It's starting to drip a little. Okay. So then I take this, because the bristles are so spread out, I just dip it once, and you can see it's on there. I don't know if you can see it that well. It's on there, so hold on a second. Okay, so I'm going to start with my right cheek. I'm just going to lightly dab it all over this cheek. Once I have everything on the brush, and then I'm going to go down to half of my cheek right here. I'm just using a very, very little bit and onto my nose a little. It's like a little stippling motion that you have to do. So do that. And then you can start using windshield wiper motions to spread it. This way, because some people just go bam, and then just spread it around, and then all of the makeup ends up right here or in that spot that they started. Use a stippling motion first to spread it out equally, and then start blending it. It's such a good idea. Okay. Then, one more time, do the same thing to the other side. And it just works. It works so well. Like, it smells like, it doesn't smell weird. It smells like really good. I can't even explain what it smells like, but it just smells so good. And then to avoid having the cakey face type of look, like, oh wow, you totally put on foundation that everyone can tell, just go a little bit under your chin, like this. You want to blend it out with your natural skin tone, because it's obviously not going to be a perfect match. I mean, I gotta say, you can't even tell the difference. I mean, it just looks so nice. So then you're going to dab one more time. So basically, I do it in 3 sections. I do the right half of my face under the forehead, and then the left half of my face under the forehead, and then the forehead. And what I've noticed lately is that I end up needing just a little bit more, because by the time I get to my forehead, it starts to soak into my hand a little bit. So I go over to the cap. See, the cap has a little bit in there from shaking it. You don't want to put it directly in the bottle. That's just not a good idea. So you can just go right in the cap and get some, and then stipple. And then I go down and do my nose a little bit, and then finish stippling. And then I do circular motions up here. I don't do right across, because then it doesn't get up where your hairline is. Okay. So now that we've done that, I'm just kind of smoothing it out. Just smoothing it out a little bit. I don't know if you guys can, it's really bright in here. because I know the last time I did a tutorial it was like a little too dark, so I try to make it brighter this time. I don't know if you can see how well it's coming out, but it just looks so good. Okay, so after that, I like to put on a little bit of powder to make my face look, not that my face looks shiny right now, but I like it to look very matte. So then what I do, I take the same brush, go ahead and wash your hand. I'm not going to do that right now because I'm filming video. And then you're going to take any type of powder that you want. So I'm going to use, I guess I'll use my MAC powder. So this is my Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. My shade is medium deep. So this is also light coverage. I don't find myself needing a shitload of coverage, so this is why I'm using the Mineralized Skin Finish. That's just what works best for me. So I'm not gonna be doing the same thing as before. I'm just gonna lightly do that. You want to tap the brush to tap off the excess, because you don't want it getting anywhere down here or in your hair or anywhere else. So that I kind of do the same thing. I kind of stipple it a little bit and then spread it out. I spread it out mostly because you don't have that much on the brush. And then same thing over here. I just kind of put my lips in like this. That way you don't miss anything over here. You don't want to have this and then this all just be bare. And then I'm going to go up here. Kind of like, just kind of going over it lightly. Then if you want to put on blush, you can go ahead and do that. I guess I'll do it. Then I would go ahead. I got this during Christmas time, so it's shorter than the regular blush brush. It's the 168 SE. As you can tell, I've used it lately. Haven't had a chance to wash it yet. You definitely can't read that. I'll say it one more time. It's the 168 SE. Now, with my skin tone, I like to have like a warm-ish look to myself. So I went ahead and got a nice powder blush, which is, hold on a second, which is right here. Sorry. This is my powder blush. It is called Coppertone, and it is a matte powder blush. Now, matte means that it has no sparkles in it, remember. Here's what it looks like. I don't think you're really getting what the color is there. I mean, looking on the screen, you can't really tell how warm it is. But anyways, I'll just put it on anyway. So this is how I do it. You don't want too much on, but you don't want too little on. You want it to be noticeable, but you don't want to look like rosy cheeks. So this is how I do it. I take the brush, put it on its angle. Twice, I put it in there. Tap off the excess, always when you're using powder stuff. Then I smile, so you can see where the apples of my cheeks are. You want to put the blush on the apples of your cheeks. So I already know where it is just from experience. You can kind of see it here just as I'm talking. It's like right here was where I would put it. You don't want to put it here, and you don't want to put it down here. You want it to be right in the middle, and you want to go right up to where almost to where the outer corner of your eye is right here. So I'm just gonna kind of swipe it and just keep swiping it. You can start to see my face is warming up a little bit. And then I'll just do it one more time. I just put a very, very, very little bit on the brush. And there it is. It's just kind of like a nice little pop. It warms your face up, makes you look a little bit more tan. I don't look very tan right now, but I went tanning a few times. So you can see the difference here. This side looks a little bit nicer than this side, right? So same thing, twice, tap off the excess. I always find the opposite side of where your of the arm that you're using is harder. But I mean, now I'm getting you'll get used to it. There you go. You just kind of swipe it. You're keeping it on the edge, don't forget. Right on the edge. Right in the middle. You can see. And then I'll do it one more time. I think because it's on camera, it's not really showing up that much. But it looks good. I really love this. If you're olive toned, if you're nice and tan, I would definitely go get this blush because I use this all the time, this one. Then if you, like, I don't have any eye makeup on, obviously. But if you want to brighten up your eyes with your makeup, you can go ahead and use Mineralized Skin Finish. Soft and gentle. Here's what it looks like. It's like, it's a pinkish type of thing. You can tell it's mineralized, can't you? So with a clean middle finger, go ahead and put your finger around there twice. Okay, 3 times. I don't really count. It's just helpful to tell you how many times, I guess. So I have a little bit here on my finger, as you can see. You're going to stipple right under your eye over here. See how it brightens up this area already. If you have like dark under your eyes, I mean, now that I'm doing this, you can tell that I don't. But like when I'm talking like this, it looks like I'm like having a death moment right now. But normally I don't have dark under my eyes, but I just like this to brighten up my eye. You know, it kind of like puts a nice little, you can kind of tell here. So we'll do it on this side too. Didn't have as much that time. And it just kind of, you know, brightens it up a little bit. And then you can go ahead and put on your lipstick or lip gloss and eyeshadow, but I'm not going to do that much right now because I'm already at 22 minutes. Holy. Okay. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask me. Thank you for watching, my loyal makeup dummies. Thank you.